Alright, so today we're going to do this. Layers from this. If everything is completely free and ordered. Before we start, I do want to give you a quick review of what we are going to do. We are going to use Google's image effects to generate an image of a monkey head with a white background. Then we're going to download that image and upload it to a AI called Meshy AI to generate a 3D model of the image. Then we're going to download the Blender file of that 3D model and add about 4 layers of fur in Blender. And lastly, we're going to download the Alembic files from Blender to Unity to add that cool movement to like your monkeys. Let's get started. Open your browser and type image.fx. Click on the link. It should look like this. Try to describe a monkey without her. Try to be very explicit of the image that you want to create to have the most accurate representation. It's going to give you about 4 results, and I think the result came out pretty good for the first try. In my opinion, the bottom left is the most accurate. Download the image. Now let's go to Meshy AI. It should look something like this. Drag the image of the hairless monkey. Next, at the bottom left corner, click Generate. Don't be surprised if the 3D models don't give you like that. Same one as mine. Just try to generate one that you like the most. Hopefully it gives you one better than mine. Good. Click on the 3D model and confirm the model you accepted to add some skin. You'll notice it has way too many vertices and faces, but ideal for other projects, but thankfully for this project, it won't be a problem. Once again, it did a great job, which is surprising for a generative AI. The same goes for the image effect. It's not often that it looks good on the first try. Okay, let's download the blend file for this model. To add here in Blender, click on the green download button, then click on the scroll button to look for blend format. Click on download. Open the blend file you downloaded. It should look like this. And let me turn on the screen keys. Okay, swing at them. That was for you to do that. Yep, that looks good. Okay. Let's see how it looks with the skin. Okay. Okay, let's add some here. Okay, so in object mode, click on the monkey head. Click on add. Where is it? Oh, that's pretty empty here. Okay, now go to scope mode. Another thing I always forget to turn on is the symmetry and the collision for the hair. I always forget that word. For monkeys, the hair usually goes around these places, like a nice little beard. I think that looks good. I was thinking of adding layers since it does have about 5 different colors anyway. It looks good actually. I'll probably need to use a reference image. Let's use image generated earlier. You could see that it has one color here, another in the front of the cannon, then another color here, and another one here. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's add another empty here. I'm going to fast forward this part and it's the same for the next 3 layers of the hair. You'll need to add the color to like here if you don't want, as we're going to use a different material in Unity anyways. But I'm going to do it. I enjoy seeing how the hair looks when adding color. You could fast forward. This part is not important. I still need to add the last layer of hair. Let me do that real quick. Object mode, select the head, add, curve, empty here, scope mode. Okay, let's avoid using the data, so let's save it before I forget. Now that we are finished with Blender, we can export the hair as Alembic files. Select the hair that we created, the first one. Go to Files, Export. Click on Alembic. I'm going to save the files on my desktop. I'll name the file monkey01. And don't forget to check selected only. I think that's all we need for now. Yep, just make sure you check the selected only, and it will export just the hair we selected earlier. Do the same for the rest of the hair layers. Export one at a time. I'm going to fast forward this, since it's just repetition. Alright, let's open Unity Hub and create a new project. I'm going to use Unity 6 and use the high definition 3D template. Name the project. I'll put a monkey. Monkey hair example. Okay. Create project. Let your Unity project load for a few hours. That looks good. Open a new scene, click create. Let's get a closer view on the golden ball. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. Now delete the ball. Back to Blender. Select the monkey head. Go to File. Export. SPX. I'll name a monkey head 01. Check selected objects. Apply transform. Export. I think I forgot to do this on the other one. Let's see. Is that all? I think that's all. Also, I need the scale for the monkey head, but I don't remember exactly how to do that. I think it's in the UV editing. Let's see. Yeah, I need to save it as an image. Let me see. Okay, cool. We could drag the files that we exported from Blender onto Unity now. Drag the monkey head into the scene. Don't forget to add the image or the skin. Drag it into Unity. You could now drag the image on the head. Everything is good so far. Now let's add the Unity Gear System packages. Let's go to Google, type Unity Gear System. Look for the GitHub repository. Click on it. Go to the green button where it says code. Copy the URL. Back to Unity. Click on Windows, Package Manager, the plus signal. Install package from Get URL. Paste the URL, click on Install. Give it a few hours to load. And boom. Let's save our progress. I'll name the scene the monkey scene. Now I'm just going to create a prefab folder to organize my files. Another one for the hair. Let me add an Alembic file in this folder. Let me add all the Alembic files. Right, let's create some here. Add an empty object and name it here. In components, look for the here instant. Then the here folder, right click your mouse and look for the here at the very bottom. If I'm really creative with names, I'll put here 01. Now let's recreate the here that we did in Blender onto Unity. Type if Alembic, fan settings for Alembic. You can see that it is asking for an Alembic packages. So let's go to Windows, Package Manager, click on Unity Registry, type Alembic. Click on Install and wait for a few more hours. You can see that now it is asking for an Alembic asset. Let's drag the monkey 01 first. I did forget to apply transform before exporting them from Blender, so we will need to change the scale factor to 1 for all the Alembic assets. Let me show you how it looks if you don't change the scale. I'm going to discard the changes. I'm going to build it. Let's add the here asset. If I don't change the scale factor to 1, it will look like this, and we could avoid that. It's so small you could barely see it. So let me change it. Monkey 01, scale to 1, apply. All I need to do is build it again. And boom. Now we get the right size for the monkey head. Let's reload it to be sure that we have the right result. Let's place the hair at the front of the head. That's why it's a good idea to number your assets from 1 to 4 in order to get a good idea of where it goes. Okay, that looks good. Let's expand the setting. You can see that it gives us many options to play with. I usually just use a few of these settings. For example, the gravity gives you, like here, a more realistic look by reducing it. If you reduce the gravity too much, it will elevate the whole hair, which is ideal for an anime hair like Goku. We'll leave it like this. It does look a bit empty. Let's increase the length a bit. That's too much. Let's increase the diameter to give it a more thicker feel. That's okay for now. We could always come back and fix it. Let's add the rest of the hairs. Right-click the mouse on the hair folder. Go to Create. At the very bottom, click on Hair to create a hair asset. Name it. I'll put Hair 02 since that is the second part. Create an empty object and name it Hair 02. In Components, add a hair instance. Click on the hair asset, select Alembic or type. Drag the Alembic file. Click on the file, change it to 1 and click on Apply. Now go back to Hair Asset and click on Build. Okay, cool. This looks good. Now drag the hair asset to the hair instant and boom. Let's try to place it where it belongs. I'm going to do the same for the next hair assets, but I'm just going to fast forward this. Also, you will notice that I mixed up the numbers for the hair. It's not important, just place the hair where it feels right to you. You could see that I'm just increasing the strand diameter to make it look thicker. Let's add the last hair asset. You will notice that this hair has a different form from the rest. For this, you will need to reduce the gravity to give it the right shape. Move it in place. Now let's change the colors. Add the material folder. I didn't even realize there was already a material folder. Go inside the folder. Right-click your mouse. Go to Create. Click on Material. Let's name it H4 color. For here, we will need a special shader graph. So go to Shader Graph, look for the hair shader cinematic shading. You will probably won't find it since we need to add it. I forgot to mention this in my previous tutorials, which I do apologize to my millions of subscribers. I'm truly sorry, guys. You could add the shader graph by adding the time goes packages, or import the shader graph from my GitHub repository. I'm just going to import it to avoid adding blending packages just for the shader graph. I'll leave a link in the description below. Go to the link, press on Create Code button, click on Download zip file. Don't forget to extract the zip file. Go back to Unity on Assets. Look for Import Package. Click on Custom Package. Select the shader cinematic package. Another window will pop up showing all the files and dependencies. Click on Import. Okay, great. Now let's look for the hair shader cinematic shading. You can see that it appears now. Let's see. Let's add the material now. Expand the rendering setting. Check on material and rendering. Select quality line. Add the material. Up. And boom, we now have white hair. Let's create an empty object to group everything together. Let's see how that looks when I move it. Okay, awesome. For the material, you could change different parts of the hair, such as the root, metal, and the tip of each strand. It could add different colors to each one of them. You could add colliders, and the hair will react to it. It's really cool. Let's give it a final touch. Let's make it puffier. I think that looks good. Let's change the top hair. Alright, Mikey, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. I would really appreciate it, as it does take a lot of work to create this video. Also, if you want to experiment with this monkey head, changing the colors and playing with the hair, you could do that by downloading the zip file in my GitHub page. I made a video on how to do that. Alright monkeys, go create something crazy.